Welcome to our channel. Today, we're delving into the intriguing world of ancient Persian writings, where we discover a fascinating story of migration, myth, and a land hidden somewhere underground. A tale that might just change your perspective on the history of Iran. Picture this, way back in time, under the leadership of Jamshid, the greatest of all Persian kings. Persians embarked on a journey southward in 3 stages. Eventually, they found their new home in Iranwij, a land where Vaar-e Jamkard was nestled. An underground sanctuary, specially crafted by Jamshid to shelter the finest of Iranians. Now, this isn't your typical story. We're talking about a time when Earth faced extreme cold, and only those fortunate Persians in Vaar-e Jamkard managed to survive and rebuild a new human civilization. But here's the kicker, the Iranwij we're discussing is not quite the Iran we know today. It's like a different realm altogether. Intriguing, right? Well, hold on tight, because we're about to explore the migration of the Aryans and the mysteries surrounding Iranwij, which is often described as the motherland of the Aryans. The name Iran, meaning the land of the Aryans, is closely linked to Iranwij. But if you're not well versed in ancient texts, you might mistake Iranwij for a region within modern-day Iran. Now, let's dive deeper into the unique characteristics of Iranwij. In this ancient book, Minooy-e's descriptions reveal a place dominated by the harsh demon of winter, with 10 months of cold and 2 brief months of summer. Even the plant life there is cold-hearted. It's teeming with snakes, but remarkably lacking in other pests. But don't be too quick to judge, because despite the frosty conditions, Ormazd, the divine creator, crafted Iranwij to be better than other places. Its residents enjoyed 300-year lifespans, experienced less suffering and disease, and had fewer temptations from the devil. In fact, 10 people could be content with a single loaf of bread, and families only had children every 40 years. Honesty, telling the truth under all circumstances, and not crying or falling for sadness were the pillars of their beliefs and part of their unique culture, which also played a significant role, later, in the Zoroastrian religion. And the most intriguing part, Ormazd and its 6 aides, named Amshspandans, also reside in Iranwij. As described in this book, the first meeting between Zoroaster and Ormazd takes place in Iranwij. He journeys to meet Ormazd under the guidance of Bahman, one of the Amshspandans, and they reach there by walking from a riverbank on Earth. This suggests that you too can visit Iranwij if you can find the path. But we're not stopping there. In ancient Persian writings, there are sages with this name, sages shrouded in mystery, and their teachings, particularly the concept of duality and believing in 2 equal powers ruling the world, set them apart from Zoroastrianism. It's safe to say they belong to a time much older than the Zoroastrian era, and their religion had mythical roots in indigenous people living in today's Iran. By the way, if you've explored the infamous Necronomicon book, you might notice eerie similarities between these ancient sages and the elders from the book. Now, let's circle back to the central character in this narrative. He's considered one of Iran's most prosperous mythological kings, and his story is intricately tied to Iranwij. Ormazd offered him to be the first prophet for humans, but Jamshid rejected the offer, so Ormazd offered the kingship of the world to Jamshid, to which Jamshid said a yes. At the same time, he made a request for a land free from extreme weather, disease, and death. His wish would go on to shape the destiny of his people and the world around him. However, due to his wish, the human population began to increase, and there wasn't enough space for them to live. So, they turned to Jamshid for a solution. Jamshid initiated a ritual, resulting in the expansion of the land multiple times. While people were enjoying the prosperous era of Jamshid, he received a message from Ormazd warning of the deadly cold that was about to sweep the earth and claim all living beings. He provided Jamshid with plans and specifications to build an underground haven within Iranwij, named Vaar-e Jamkard. The aim was to shield the chosen ones from the deadly cold that loomed. And the descriptions might leave you raising an eyebrow, as Ormazd's recommendations for who could enter were quite specific, and physical imperfections were a no-go. But here's the grand finale. As the earth faced destruction and all beings were dead on the surface of earth, the doors to Vaar-e Jamkard would open, and the chosen ones along with other saved creatures would emerge to restore the world. In ancient Persian beliefs, there is one savior who would conquer the world with the aid of brave warriors. One of them, bearing this name, is now in Vaar-e Jamkard, along with one of Zarathustra's sons, awaiting the call of the savior to join him. If you find these tales intriguing, you may discover a connection to the beliefs of Shiite Islam. They hold the promise of a conquering figure who communicates through a well, and this belief might trace its roots back to these ancient stories of an underground world hosting prosperous people, destined to save the world at the end of times. That's it for today's captivating journey into the Persian world and the enigmatic legacy of Jamshid. We hope you enjoyed the ride and that these tales have left you with a fresh perspective on Iran's rich mythology. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment as we need your help to make our content better and better every day.